The violence in Myanmar Burma that has forced some 600,000 Rohingya refugees to flee the country shows no sign of abating despite a key UN committee approving a resolution calling on the government to end military operations against the Islamic minority. The ongoing persecution, which the UN has branded a textbook example of ethnic cleansing, poses questions of both safety and ethics to travelers to the Southeast Asian state. The state of play in Myanmar. Credit Foreign Office. Is the country safe? The Foreign Office has not updated its advice since mid-September, and indicates that the majority of the country is safe, but warns of a significant risk of intercommunal violence in Rakhine State to the northwest, adding that there has been instances of burning and looting of property. It says political tension and unrest could happen at short notice and advises against all but essential travel to much of Rakhine State and Shan and Kachin states to the northeast. However, holidays continue to the country. Is it ethical to visit? One of the most pressing concerns of anyone traveling to Myanmar during the current refugee crisis is whether their money is in any way funding the military operations. Our view, for now, is that if we can continue to benefit local communities and help keep Burma visible to the international community through tourism, then we'll continue to sell holidays there, said Justin Francis, CEO of Responsible Travel. Myanmar is the only country the tour operator has ever boycotted. When it was ruled by a military junta, and NGOs were concerned that any money derived from tourism was going directly to support the dictatorship rather than local people, Responsible Travel said. The Irrawaddy is popular for cruises. Credit to Enjoy 62 Photolia. Since the release of now leader Aung San Suu Kyi in 2010, authorities promised that it would welcome visitors keen to promote the welfare of the common people, and Responsible Travel lifted its ban. A spokesperson said Responsible Travel has worked with companies it believes are operating in an ethical way and with a high level of respect for the Burmese people. Today, we're appalled by the persecution of the Rohingya Muslims. Like many in the international community, we're dismayed that Aung San Suu Kyi has not taken action to protect them. About Myanmar's Rohingya people, however, the spokesperson said it remains confident that an ongoing commitment to tourism in Myanmar can be a force for good and spread the economic benefits to local communities. It said a fresh boycott had a potential to hurt local communities dependent on tourism for their livelihoods and future more than the government. Lady Pleasant, managing director of Stubborn Mule Travel, shares the same view, describing how large parts of the country now rely on tourism. She told Telegraph Travel in September that avoiding travel to Myanmar would have a profound impact on local people. The classic shot of Begin in Myanmar speaking this week, she said, at this stage our position remains unchanged, in that unrest and targeting of the Rohingya Muslims remains isolated in specific parts of Burma that are considerable distance away from the main tourist areas. At a glance, wherein Myanmar is most popular with tourists, our partners on the ground with branch offices in Mandalay, Begin and Nuang Shui all report that the situation on the ground is calm and peaceful, with everyday life continuing as normal, and with tourists being welcomed. Therefore we continue to be happy to send clients to Burma and don't foresee any change to this unless there is a significant development locally.